Sorry, sorry. Didn't see you standing there. How can I help you this morning? You okay? You're here to research the Matthew 25 10 virgins. Okay, got that. Okay, that would be camping section, aisle 19, right next to the section on music and song. You look confused. No, that's where you're going to find it. Think about it. Okay, you're researching the dance of the double camp, the dance of the two camps, mentioned in Song of Solomon 7:13. Uh, yeah, you still look confused. Well, okay, you do realize that very often the solutions or answers to many questions are in the last place you'd expect to find them, the last place you'd look. Now, the church has been, people have been complicating the parable of the ten virgins for decades, and the answers to that parable are actually been hiding in plain sight, in the last place people look. Um, Song of Solomon. Again, you're still looking confused. Yes, yeah, I do know it's a book on poetry, and okay, it, people have been neglecting to find it there because they've been just dismissing it as a book of poetry. There's a lot more in that book than most people realize. Um, it's a long and interesting study, okay, but this is where you're going to find it. I'll just give you a summation, and I'll leave you to do your homework. My job here as a librarian, I'm just here to tell you where to look, okay. It seems the 10 virgins, or the two camps, okay, have three options, okay. I like to think about it. It's the three options of the Shulamite. Okay, you'll find the first option again. It's in the Song of Solomon, chapter 2. You find the first option in chapter 2, verses 8 through 14. Okay, now the time frame, if you look at it, the time frame's clearly in time. The beloved is coming, skipping upon the mountains. Winter is over and past. Rain is over and gone. The Shunammite gets called, and she comes away with absolute no problem whatsoever. Now the second option of the Shulamite is in chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. Okay, we can look them up. This Shulamite, she's asleep. She rises. She finds him. She finds the beloved not. She goes about the city. The watchmen or the ministry are no help whatsoever. Now, with persistence, she finds him and then does not let him go until she returns or brings him to the chamber from where she was conceived. Okay, so far so good. The lesson so far is you return to the chamber from where you were conceived. Okay, and we were as a church spiritually conceived underneath the teachings of Herbert W. Armstrong. That's where you need to return to. Okay. Now the third option of the Shunammite, it doesn't end well. It does not end well. Okay, you don't want to. You need to look at this because you don't want to be here. Okay, it's in chapter 5 of Song of Solomon. She wakes up. She finds herself. She's naked. The beloved is knocking at the door. She wants to open, but she doesn't. And when she finally does open the door, he's gone. She goes to the watchmen or the ministry, and they beat her, smote her, and they take away her veil. It's not good. And in the end, she cannot find him at all. Okay. You need to compare this to Revelation 3 and the Laodicean church. It's a real easy comparison. This is simple. This is really simple. Okay, and in this library, we like to keep things simple. Simple library, simple truth, keep it simple. Now, if you want to know what side, the lesson here is, you want to know what side you're on, in regards to the 10 virgins of Matthew 25, you need to just do some self-examination and consider the 3 options of the Shulamite in the Song of Solomon. Now, has this been helpful? Good. I'm glad I've been helpful. You need to just take all this and go do some further digging. And thanks for visiting the library, where we always keep God's truth within easy reach.